Hello, my friends. This is Lynda Lippin, and welcome to the Pilates Goddess podcast. Lynda Lippin here from Lynda Lippin Pilates, the Pilates Teacher Mastermind, Pilates Profit Lab, and Strong Women. Thank you for anybody who's joining me today. I'm talking just myself today. We will be having interviews that are going to be resuming in October. But today I want to talk to you about building a Pilates business that works for your life, as opposed to scheduling your life around your Pilates business, which does not work so well. Now, I want to kind of go back to when I first started teaching Pilates. Now, that was like 32 years ago or 33 years ago, so it was a while. But I remember that when I first started teaching part-time, I was very lucky to be able to work my business around my life. And the reason why that was really exciting for me was that I was in graduate school. I was in a PhD program in philosophy at Temple. And I had a lot of other things going on. And so I, chose to work with clients who could work with me when I was available. And those were the clients I saw. But then when I got into teaching Pilates for other people, right, and working for myself, basically what I was told was that you had to be open and available when your clients were open and available. So that's what I did. And that led, when I owned my own studios, to working, 6-7 days a week, often to starting earlier than I wanted to. Here in New York, to be there when the clients needed me to be there. I needed to start at 7 a.m., which meant getting up at 5 a.m. And I'm not a morning person. So that, that wasn't great for me for a decade either. But I always kind of worked my life around the business and around my client availability. Now, it's kind of funny that we do that because apparently that's not what Joseph Pilates did, right? What Joseph Pilates did was he set hours in his studio and basically said, if you can take time off from work to deal with servicing your car or to go to the doctor, you can take time off of work to come do Pilates. Because he was open business hours, he was open banker hours. And that's when he expected his clients, a lot of whom were highly functioning, high net worth people, to come in during their day. And they did. They made the time. And so once I started kind of reassessing and reapproaching my own personal Pilates business with a mindset of I need time for myself. Hi, Faye. And I need, there's some things that I really need to have. I need 2 days off a week. Craziness. I like those 2 days. So thank you, to be back to back. Thank you for saying that I look so young. I just turned 55 actually on Wednesday. So there that is. So it really has been over 30 years, just so we're all aware. Sometimes people will say to me, you couldn't have been teaching for that long because you don't look like you're that old. And I go, thank you. But actually I am. Okay. With all the discussions going on now about freeing the archives and the Pilates history and the lawsuit, I opened my first studio in the middle of the trademark lawsuit. So that was not fun. And I'm glad that now I can call what I do Pilates and talk to you about a Pilates business and not a business where you teach exercises based on the work of Joseph Pilates as taken in the historical context, because that's what we used to have to say. And that was a mouthful. Now, when you start to look at building a business that works for your life, the first thing that you actually need to focus on is what works for your life. And most Pilates teachers don't do that. We're focused on taking care of others. We're focused on taking care of our clients. We're focused on taking care of our studio managers, we're whatever. And we're not always focused on us. So number one thing that I would like you to do is sit down, take out a notebook, take 5 minutes and just close your eyes and take some deep breaths. Open your notebook and start to write down what you would like your schedule to look like in the best of all possible worlds. It doesn't mean you're going to go there tomorrow. Don't be afraid of it. It's just data, right? It's just you kind of writing shit down. It's nothing that you're going to have to do. It's nothing that's going to judge you. It's nothing that's going to do anything except be words on paper for right now, right? So when I looked at my ideal schedule, frankly, my ideal schedule was starting at 10 a.m. And I'm happy to work a little bit later in the evening, but I don't want to work earlier than 10 a.m. I'm not at my best earlier than 10 a.m. That's my time. I don't want to deal with other people other than my husband and my dog at that moment. Okay. It might be that you want to start super early and end early. That's fine. Again, whatever that looks like. I also, because I work for myself and I work from home, I like to take breaks in my day. So I know that I want at least an hour off for lunch. I want an hour off late in the afternoon for like a snack and tea and maybe to read a novel or just like hang out for a little while and do non-businessy things. Okay. So I have those all blocked into my schedule, right? So I know that I want this hour and this hour done. And for me, I choose to exercise and do my meditation and stuff early in the morning, not early in the morning, obviously, because I don't start till 10. So I could do that stuff around 8 or 9 and be perfectly fine. But I do that stuff before I start working. And it's extremely helpful for my day if I do that stuff before I start working. It's part of my daily habit that I have learned helps me be more productive when I am working. So once you've written down like how many days a week you want to work and what those days are, like for example, I work Sunday through Thursday. I like having one day off that's a business day during the week so that if I have doctor's appointments, if I have to do anything, I can do it then. And I like having, of course, one weekend day a week. A lot of my clients, because they're working, and some are now working out of the home, do better with Sunday appointments. So I teach a lot of privates on Sunday, but again, I take the Friday and Saturday off. Now, ultimately, I would like to work 4 days and have 3 days off, right? That is my ideal, just so you know, but I have made it to pretty much 4.5 days. Okay. I go from Sunday morning at 10 a.m. through Thursday at 3 p.m. and I teach my last client at 2. And right now, my little kind of ritual is that I celebrate every other Thursday with a 3:30 to 3:45 manicure pedicure appointment. Now, you may be wondering what happened to all those clients who wanted to see me super early in the morning. Guess what? A lot of them can see me a little bit later in their day. Some of them are able to see me in the evening after work. Once I drew my line in the sand and I was like, no, I'm not even willing to give you a 9 a.m. They were like, fine, how about 5:30? 5:30 is great for me. Again, because I start late, I take breaks during the day. When my latest Strong Bones group of women happened to be mostly from the left coast and needed to do later afternoon classes as their group sessions, even though I'm not so thrilled with teaching a 7:30 p.m. class, I'm able to do it because, again, I start later in my day and maybe I take an extra break or two before that 7:30 class. Sometimes I even take a nap before that 7:30 class because I can. So once you draw that line for yourself of the time that you need, I promise you your clients will handle it. The other thing that I realized I really needed was like at least a solid week off every fiscal quarter. I think, at the least we can give ourselves is a week off every 3 months. And so I take that now and I build that into my schedule. So I know right now when we're going away because I already booked it for the week of October 24th. Okay. And that is my quarterly break. I'm taking another one in December just because, it's holidays and everything. So I'll take one within 8 weeks instead of 12 weeks. And then next year, I'm planning them all out. And frankly, if you get the calendar out and you hard, hard block your schedule into the times that you're really available and the times that you're not. And you also schedule in the times that you need for doing profit making activity for your business, like live videos, like social media posts, like emails, whatever that looks like for you. If you're podcasting, getting that blocked into the schedule. If you're being a podcast guest, getting those times blocked into your schedule. All the regular clients who you see, any classes that you're teaching, any, program stuff that you need to do to serve your current clients who are paying you. You need to have that all blocked into your schedule. And if you're looking at your schedule and it doesn't leave a lot of time left for clients or for new things, then what I invite you to do is, instead of opening up more hours and just making yourself crazier to serve more people, is I want you to look at, number one, what you're charging for your time, because the majority of Pilates teachers who I know, including my clients and other, Pilates business coaches clients, all have an issue with undercharging and not charging enough. So once again, if you are completely blocked out in your schedule, if you are working really in the hours that you have and you're not making enough money, you need to start to look at what you're charging. You need to start to look at what you want to be making, at what you need to be making, at what you aspire to be making, and decide how much it is that you need to be making in a day or in an hour or per sale or whatever that looks like for you in order to make those income goals. It doesn't mean that you open up more and more time on your schedule to meet those goals while you're undercharging, because ultimately that is going to drain all of your energy. It is going to empty your cup, and you are not going to have anything left in you to give to your clients. You're not going to have anything left for the people who pay you to serve them, let alone have any energy left for yourself, for your family, or for doing any kind of other profit-making activities for your business. All right? You also need to look at your offerings. Are you only teaching privates, and maybe you could be doing some more group programs or some group classes? Are you only teaching low ticket group classes, or trying to do a membership site at like $20 or $30 or even $50 a month? Because frankly, if your income goal is $5,000 a month, you need 100 clients at $50 a month to make that income goal. Whereas if you're charging $30 a class, but you're offering a class every single day in your membership group, right? So people actually have the potential of taking like $600 worth of classes with you every single month. You can make a membership that's a higher price point, maybe closer to a $299. That is still a real great deal for those clients, but gives you some regular income and some better income. Okay. This high volume, low ticket thing that so many Pilates teachers have gotten sucked into will literally suck the life out of you. It will suck you dry. It really will, because the amount of energy that it takes to market to sell to find 100 clients paying $50 as opposed to, finding 30 clients or less, 20 clients who are paying $299, right? And then suddenly you have yourself a decent amount of income, and you don't need tons of clients for that, all right? So we need to start to reframe things in our business. Just because the person who taught you how to teach Pilates runs their business that way, just because they work all the hours all the time and get sick and are ineffective or get pissy or have really bad days, that doesn't mean that you have to do that. That doesn't mean that you have to continue on that path. I am a much happier camper now that I have control of my schedule. And if you're worried about not being available, then start to look at bringing in an assistant, even for something like 3 or 5 hours a week. Even if you paid that person $20 an hour, if you took that if you took that 3 to 5 hours that you're now no longer spending doing admin and emails and maybe social media posting because you farmed that out to somebody else, then you can see clients add classes or do programs during those 3 to 5 hours and probably make a lot more than $20 an hour. If you're only making $20 an hour, that's kind of a problem. So you see where I'm going with this. By charging more, by making more, and by working less, you will actually serve your clients better. Okay. If you are able to bring somebody else in to assist you in your business, you're also going to be helping them by giving them a source of income and by giving them a source of work and potentially referrals to other teachers who you know who might need their services. Okay. So the more that we literally sit down and take control of the business and say, this is when I'm available, this is when I can teach, this is who I serve, these are the breaks I need in my day to be effective and fresh for what I'm doing, this is where I'm willing to give on my schedule, this is where I'm not willing to give, the better you're going to feel, right? And the better you feel, the better your business is going to be doing. Because you will have more energy and you will come to that table for your clients with much more energy and much more clarity behind what you're doing for them. And you won't feel used and taken advantage of. Because if you feel used and taken advantage of and you're exhausted and you can't possibly do that last client and it sucks and you just want more days off, then that's going to start to affect how you teach. It is. And I've had teachers who were like that, who were fabulous teachers, but were just so fucking tired that they couldn't effectively teach and they got kind of pissy and it kind of bled into their classes. You don't want that. You want to be happy. You want to be fresh. You want to be there to really support your clients and support yourself. And your business is part of what supports you. You're not holding up your business, my friends. Your business should be helping to support you. That's the whole point, right? That the business is an energy exchange where we provide services for other people to help them feel and function better and do better in this world, right? Be stronger, hang out with their grandkids, be in less back pain, perform better in their sport, right? Win medals, do whatever it is that they're doing. And in exchange, people pay us. That period, end of discussion. That's what we do. That's how this whole thing works. So you need to look at serving at your best and your highest level so that you can charge the prices that you need to be charging so that you can work a schedule that helps support you, your life, and your family. That's really what you need to be doing. And I am the first person who's going to tell you that if you don't do that, there will be consequences. There will. You will get sick. You will get tired. You won't be able to serve. Your back will go out. You'll get shingles. You know, I was doing an interview with Leslie Logan, right, from Profitable Pilates just, last week or the week before. And what did she say? She said that so many of her clients who were young were getting shingles, fucking stress-related shingles. Okay, so you need to be in control of your business. You need to be in control of your clients. You need to be in control of your pricing. You need to be in control of your schedule. And it starts by taking responsibility, by realizing that it's in your power to do that, and sitting down and writing. Seriously, write this stuff down, journal this, what are the hours that I want to work? How many hours do I really want to work in those days? Because let me tell you, even on the days that are my long days, say right now where I'm teaching at 10 a.m. and then I'm teaching, this 7:30 class for 45 minutes, I'm taking more breaks in my day because I need to, because it's important. So I hope you guys found this helpful. Thank you so much for listening to the Pilates Goddess podcast. Music brought to you by Nerd Salad. Please leave a review on Apple Podcasts, especially if you liked it. And please like, share, and subscribe wherever you listen to your podcasts. Thanks.